From Philo to the Ante-Nicene Fathers. Time frame for the development of the Trinity Doctrine, 1st century. In the 1st century, Philo of Alexandria was a Jewish Greek philosopher who betrayed his Jewish roots to pursue the ideas of Greek philosophy. And it was Philo of Alexandria who came up with the Trinity concept. How did this happen? One day while he was meditating, practicing his beliefs, he heard a voice that told him that with God there were two supreme and primary powers, always by his side. And from that point on, Philo of Alexandria sought to put his ideas with Scripture. This is how the Trinity Doctrine started in the 1st century. Time frame for the development of the Trinity Doctrine, 2nd century. In the 2nd century, the Apostolic and Ante-Nicene Fathers were the men that came into the church, along with all the Christians who believed the gospel and preached the gospel only the words of Jesus Christ. With that group of Christians also came the Greek philosophers who claimed to be Christian, but who taught a different gospel than the one of the 1st century. This Apostolic and Ante-Nicene Fathers their background was in Greek philosophy. And all of these men saw nothing wrong with adding or mixing Greek philosophy with the scriptures or with the gospel, with the teachings of Jesus Christ. This is what happened in the 2nd century. These men came into the church, and some were already in the church, but they betrayed the teachings of Jesus Christ to add their own ideas, their own concepts, their own traditions, and mix them up with the gospel of Jesus Christ, thereby building or making up a new gospel. These Apostolic and Ante-Nicene Fathers were not faithful to the apostles or to Jesus Christ. Instead, they preferred to add their ideas, and thus they found in Philo of Alexandria someone they could emulate, and they liked his teaching on the Godhead, and they developed the Trinity Doctrine from the teachings of Philo of Alexandria. Time frame for the development of the Trinity Doctrine, 4th century. In the 2nd and 3rd centuries, these men started teaching on the Trinity. This Apostolic and Ante-Nicene Fathers tried to influence other Christians with the teaching of a Trinity. And they even changed the baptism that was originally the baptism for repentance in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And they changed it to the titles used in Matthew 28. They changed it to the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. But as history reveals, their teaching on baptism was totally wrong, because they baptized people in the nude, and they baptized them 3 times. You can see this in the writings of Tertullian. You can see this in the writings of Hippolytus, that the 2nd and 3rd century, they had another group of people that were not doing what the early church was doing. They were incorporating their own ideas and traditions. And they tried to influence other Christians, but the majority of Christians rejected the notions of the Apostolic and Ante-Nicene Fathers, as we can see in their own writings. And the majority of people believed that there was only one God, and that Jesus Christ was God manifest in the flesh. And they baptized in the name of Jesus Christ. And so this battle went on in the 3rd century, and then in the 4th century, we see Constantine and the Council of Nicaea, where they convened together to discuss the doctrine of the Trinity contrary to the teaching of Arius. And we know that the Council of Nicaea, they approved the precursor creed to the Nicene Creed. This was a creed or a document presented by Eusebius. And Eusebius presented this document which was accepted by the Council of Nicaea, and it became the Nicene Creed. Important point to mention that Eusebius was a follower of Philo of Alexandria, as we can see in his ecclesiastical history. And Eusebius presented this document which also included the ideas of Philo of Alexandria. The statement, God from God, light from light, is not a Christian statement. It came from philosophy. Time frame for the development of the Trinity Doctrine, the 16th century, the Protestant Reformation. In the 1500s, or the 16th century, we had the Protestant Reformation. And although there had been some protests against Rome many years before, it was until this Protestant Reformation that they successfully got away, separated from the religion of Rome. Rome had been in power for centuries, and the Trinity Doctrine had been forced on all people. No one could go against the beast, the Roman beast that devoured everything in its way. Now, the Protestant Reformation was a very good thing, but one of the things that is revealed through history is that the Protestants, even though they broke away from Catholic religion, they did not break away from all the doctrines of the Whore of Babylon. For example, the Trinity Doctrine and infant baptism remained within the Protestant movement. And as a testimony to that, history reveals that those Protestants, those Christians who disagreed with the Catholic teaching of the Trinity, were burned at the stake. And many Christians suffered at the hands of Catholic Protestants who did not know any better than to realize that putting people to death was not a Christian thing, but it was part of Mystery Babylon, or the Whore of Babylon, the woman who rides a beast, who drinks of the cup of the martyrs, full of blood. And many Protestants were engaged in this horrible thing. And as a result of this, the Protestant Reformation did not get rid of the teaching of the Trinity Doctrine. And to this day, modern times, we have people teaching that the Trinity Doctrine is a biblical doctrine, and they omit or they hide the fact that this doctrine was put into the church by a council that did not follow the scriptures, but follow the teachings of Philo of Alexandria.